continue Sam Mikelem, and he says we have to, what it means, Nosav Eino Veliboy, to see that so, to see, he put his eyes to be, to feel the pain, Alayim and us, and him. Feel the pain of Klal Yisrael. So he says, you learned yesterday, Eino means Hizboinus HaSeichel. Using your Seichel and Hizboinen. This means Eino. Velibo means you have to put it on your heart. And this is Pshat, Vadat Ha'Elohim, you have to know now, today, and you have to put it on your heart. So I want to get to the Sfolno, the song that they understand, Vadat Ha'Elohim, Vashavoi Selevavecha. So you have the Sfolno, Perek, Dalet Posuk Lametes. The Sfolno is giving you a bigger soil, and it basically goes together with the Sami Kalam. Vadat Ha'Elohim, what you know today, you have to put on your heart. Even I did not learn Torah all my life. I did not learn Torah till today. What you know today, you have to put on your heart. You want a phone?
Rabbi Fisher, we call him?
What?
Did you call him?
Who, Nachman Yosef?
Rabbi Yosef and Rabbi Fisher.
Rabbi Fisher is here.
Oh.
Rabbi Fisher is here. Vadat Ha'Elohim, Vashavoi Selevavecha. Says here, this phone like this. So it means, Vade, it means you have to misboining with your seichel, use your seichel, think dovo mitoch dovo, and you have to put it on your heart. Comes this phone and it helps us out to give us how to work on it and how to do it. She says I did. Vadat Ha'Elohim, I'm reading this phone himself now, this phone. Vadat Ha'Elohim, im kein, ro'u b'li sofek shedidboinen, ve'teda kol chete soita. This is very important. If you have to know, if you want to know something, you have to learn things that argue, things that knock it out. Double v'fuchoy. I want to know, this is white. Maybe it's black. Prove that is right. So how you know something that is right? Royu b'li sofek she's born deida kol cheke soiter. Everything that is soitered, argue against it, you have to know the answers against it. If you know, it's not only go double v'fuchoy. Also, everything that disagrees with it, you have to know and try to think about it. Think mitoch dova to give the answer to it. If not, it doesn't mean you knowing.
What's this concept in Hebrew called?
Itbonen vadat hayom. It shetitbonen v'teida. You have to think dova mitoch dova and know all the parts that argues. If not, you don't really are knowing it. I know something, but you don't know things that knock it out, so it doesn't really know it. You know it maybe in your mind, in the heart, in the dream world, but really knowing it after all the things are part. Like the baby one time brought the famous Tiferes Yisrael. You know, remember the baby brought the Tiferes Yisrael, all the questions he asked, you remember it?
It's in very based on Mr. Yudal in Pirkei
And the Tiferes Yisrael there, he himself, he basically, what he did, he has all these questions that help you, the thing that helps you to dava v'fucha, something else you're able to take all the parts and the things that argue with the parts.
I asked the Rabbi once, he said it's a separate system. I asked him before, so I said, is it independent of that system, or that he said independent?
Okay, I don't have to do that system. I'm only saying you have to get all the parts that argue and try to answer it. So how you do it, this system, that system is not. I don't make a difference which kind of system you do. And the end of the game,
not the same thing. You said the same thing when you put it together.
I said like this. It says knowing. I'm reading Lashon the Rabbi Sforno. Knowing all the parts that argue.
Okay.
So how you do it? Asking questions, thinking about it. This is so. I think one of the things asking questions that helps you to question is the if I saw this question helps you to get it clear. But is the only way this way? No. You could do dova vifucha, dova this, all the things you could do. But the bottom line, you have to have something clear. See, now you want to know something clear. You have to think about your friend's pain. Think about your friend's pain. But not only to think the pain, think all the parts and able to see all the parts that argue it, disagrees with it. You know, he has this pain, but really part of it is in his head, part of it in his heart, part of it is only make himself that way. He can take care of him. All these questions, all things argue with his pain, disagreeing. He takes pills, that helps him out. There's all these things in your mind. All these things helps a person's pain. And really it's only like a way how to handle the problem, but you have to see all the picture. If a person learns the Gemara, enjoys the Gemara, all the pains goes away. My father, Zechat Tzaddik Kodesh Yivach, used to say, Meshem Moshe Feinstein. Moshe Feinstein, he heard from him himself. Moshe Feinstein used to tell my father, he used to go, he used to see my eyes used to hurt me. Moshe used to say to my father, but I have my problems in my eyes, but when I learn, I make the problem the learning, so all the pains go away. I don't make my problems in my eyes, I make my problems the Gemara, the shining problem. Who knows what it makes? And the learning, so that goes away. Okay, there's all these systems how to do it. This way, that way, this way. And what? Also the same way.
In the hospital, like the doctors were like, it's impossible. He should be in terrible pain. He was calmly reading his Gemara.
Right. Everyone is different. But the bottom line in the end of the game, you have to get it clear to yourself. Things very clear to yourself. What you know. What you're learning today, have it clear. What you know, have it clear. Have completely in mind what you're learning. Then his next step, then you put it to your heart. But the first step, have it clear. And have it, has no suffix. You have no questions about it. All the questions that you have that argues with it, you have to answer it yourself. And if you don't know, you say, I don't know. But still you have to know, I don't know. You try, Rashi says, Kivege says, doesn't mean you don't continue. But you have to, my mind has to be completely, but that you have to know, today you have to be clear to yourself. But what is the next step? You have to put it to your heart. Because phone says, I'm reading this phone inside. After you thought about it, you went over all the answers, you answered all these things. Why you have to put it to your heart? The emes of the mama. Chelek amiti. Mehem. Wait a second. You don't try to get in the heart only the emes. You see, in your mind you have questions and this and that and that. And then, why you have to put it to your heart? At the end of the game, emes. Emes, himself you have to put it to your heart. Big chiddush. And your heart, you have to put, your heart is not a garbage pail. Everything you put into the heart, I take it to my heart, I take everything to my heart. It's not the Torah. I have to put emes to your heart. After he's born and everything, then you put it to your heart. Not everything that I take to my heart. It's dangerous. He's sick. Dangerous. That's not a healthy person. Healthy person, he takes all the parts and then he puts it to the heart. And which part he puts to the heart? MS, he puts it. החלק האמיתי מהם, the החלק האמס.
How do you know it's emes?
After I thought again, is mine.
Maskana is the emes?
What is the emes Reb Chaim? I don't know. Chelek amiti. What is it, Reb Chaim? Figure out yourself. I'm not trying to get you.
Good.
What is it? It doesn't make a difference to me. What is the emes? It's not the question now. But the emes have to put in the heart. What is it? I don't care. With this way, not with this way, it's not my problem. It's not the subject now. What you have to put in your heart is the emes. Your heart has to be emes in your heart. A big chiddush. There's a big chiddush. Because if you put emes into your heart, you know what it means to put emes to your heart? You know he puts emes in your heart? You know he says the Avshach in Agdom of his book, he says, it's like a dark room. And he put a candle. What happens to the room? Lights the candle. When you put emes to your heart, what happens to your heart? It lights your heart. It lights your heart. It makes your heart light. You get feelings, you get emotions. All your body starts to move. Everything starts to change. Things started movement. Because the heart is the emes, wants the emes, and is getting you have emes in the heart. It lights, it takes you all the darkness away from your heart. All the questions that person has, and all the emunah problems, all these things, all goes away. Because he sees the emes, nothing else, it doesn't need more. Saz, a person, it says in Chazal, a person can live on a needle with a koach harotz and a koach emes. It means you don't need a lot. It means you don't need nothing almost. You don't need a lot. It means koach harotz and koach emes. Like Moshe Rabbeinu went 40 days and 40 nights. He went to the Shammai bidinit. Says in the Midrash, not because he was not hungry. He was a human being. He had a stomach. He had a stomach. He was so busy in the Torah so much, he had no time to eat. He's so involved with the emes and so powerful with the emes, and he pushed himself for the emes so much that nothing else. And I don't think he pushed himself. It's not easy. He had pain for that. He says it's ta'alti. But it's not. It's a positive way he handled the negative. Not after eat. I have to take it. No, he was so much environment, learning so much Torah that it took his mind, took his heart, took his thing, and the emes and everything, as it says, no time. I'm 40 years in the Shammai. I'm at the heaven getting the Torah. Every moment is so important. I cannot lose every second. Moshe Rabbeinu in the Shammai. He said, I don't want to go back to the Eretz to eat. It's not time to that. You know, I was up in the Shammai now. I have to use the opportunity now every moment to get what I need to. He didn't care about himself that moment. I have to eat. I have to go to the bathroom. I do this. There's nothing I had to do. It was like an angel that moment. But he worked at it because of loving the Torah so much that the Torah, everything else had no meaning to him. Like I'm sure by Yochai in the cave. He went to the cave. You think he went to the bathroom almost? You don't think he went to the bathroom. He ate, it was like the man. He ate from the carbs, food, but the food ate, it was like everything in his body, like almost have to go to the bathroom. He was learning Torah day and night. The body was so healthy, close to Hashem. Every part of his, he was like, you know what I mean? The biggest level it could be. It was nivla ba'evorim. And when the food went to his bones, swallowed the bones, you don't have to go even to the bathroom. So powerful koach of learning Torah. Like Shimon Echai says, if learn Torah like dachloch la'aman. But what is the point here? that you have to put to your heart the emes. Not put to your heart, not everything. What you have to, the chelek, I mean, the part of the heart is the emes. But that ayon, you have to misboinen today. You have to think about what? So let's go back to something from last week. Nosav eino v'liboy, eino v'izboin ha'seichel v'liboy, and lo'oshiv elei biyagish liboy b'tzaro. You have to feel in your heart the pain of Am Yisrael, the pain of another Jew. Ki'ilu ba'atzo b'tzaro, like himself has that pain. Ki'inan shenema, v'dat ta'im ha'shvo yisrael v'avecha. אחר שהוא מרגיש הצער, מצטער ארבע כביכול על גל השחילה. Now he moves to another step. After he had the tsar of another person, then he has a tsar of the shchila. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But get first the step. The first step, what you have in the mind, you have to put it to your heart. So the first thing, use the seichel, and no questions. Because you have questions, and when you knock it off. So you don't even feel the pain because in your mind already you pushed it off. You don't even you pushed it off. So then you won't able to really grab it in your mind. But first thing, really understand it.